In this video, we are going to talk about how to use the basic modules of Divi. So if you are planning to use Divi for your WordPress website and you want to learn about the basics of various structures, various modules, how the different things are laid out to create a final page, then this video is for you. Hi, my name is Ankit and welcome to Magazine 3 YouTube channel where we talk about everything related to WordPress. And if you want to learn more about that, then make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so that you can get notified whenever we upload our next video. So in our last video, we covered how you can set up Divi on your WordPress site, and today we are going to create a sample page and see how the various widgets, how the page structure and how everything works to create a final page in Divi. With that said, let's dive in our WordPress backend and see how everything works. So here we are in our WordPress backend, and let's start by creating a fresh page and see how various modules of Divi work. So we go to pages and then click on add new, and let's call it Divi modules demo. And right now we are getting an option for use Divi Builder or use default Gutenberg builder. So we are going to use Divi. So right now, let's first publish this page and then click on use Divi Builder. So now we are getting three options here. First is to build from scratch, which means that we can start designing our page using the various modules of Divi, and all the things will be getting started from the very beginning. And after that, we can choose a pre-made layout. Now there are various ready-made templates or starter sites that are available with Divi, which you can use. And you can also create your existing page as a template and then reuse them again on any page. So right now we need to use this build from scratch so that we can see everything from the very beginning. So let's start building. And now as soon as we enter the Divi Builder area, so the first thing we need to do is to decide the structure that you want to create. So it's better that you already have a wireframe ready so that you can use the Divi right away. So now first we need to decide how we want to structure this row. Either we can choose a single column row or a two column row, or maybe three, or a two column with this style. So that you need to decide in advance before starting designing anything. Now let's say we choose this two column layout. And now let's close this for a second. And now if you look closely, there are three things that we can see. First is this blue color area, which is actually known as section. Under this, we have this green color area, which is known as row, which is divided into two columns. And now in each column, we can add different modules like heading, text, button, forms, etc. So let's start by this column. Once we click on this plus icon, here is the list of modules that we can add. So maybe we can start by adding a text. So we will type in text. So this is the text module. Let's add this here. So now we have this text box added here, which we can write content like this. So this one looks very much similar to the normal classic editor of WordPress. Here you can start typing your text and you can see the preview live behind this. If you want, you can add a link to this complete module. And you can also add a background color. So if you want to add a little bit of gray shade to this text, so you can do that from here. And after that, this is admin label. So just for your reference, you can give it a name. On the very top, we have three tabs here. These three tabs remains the same for any module. It's just that some options under content gets updated depending upon the module you are using. So right now, if we go in design, here we have the alignment for the text. We can choose how we want to use this. And we want to change the typography. So we can do that from here. If you want to change the color, you can do that from here as well. And if you want to change the size of the text, you can play around with that. So all the things that you can imagine to do with your text, you can do this from design section. Make everything capital. So this is how you can play around with this. And if you want, you can add some text shadow, something like that. And you can change the alignment of text. After this, we have heading text. So for H1, you can define the style, and same for the H2 and all. After this, we have sizing. So we can define the width of this module So you can play around with that. So if you just go ahead and reduce the width, that's how it's going to work. So let's keep it default. So I'll remove everything from here. And now after that we have minimum height, and maximum height, all the basic stuff. After this we have spacing, so you can add some padding. So maybe if you want to add 20 pixel padding, so this is going to add 20 from top. And if we link that to bottom, now a 20 pixel padding is added at the bottom as well. Same for the left and right. If we make them linked, we can add a 10 pixel from left and right. After that we have border, so you can play around with the border settings as well. So let's say we don't want a border corner for this on the bottom left and right. So we just need to unlink this from here. Maybe we can add 10 from the top, 10 from the right, and maybe 0 from the bottom left and 0 from the bottom right. So this is how it's going to look. And if we add a border color, it will be much visible here. And of course you can change the color of the border as well. And after this we have advanced section where we can play around with the class, CSS, condition, visibility, position, and all the advanced stuff. Now once you are done with this module, you just need to click on this this green check here to save the changes. And now we are ready to add more modules. So let's say we want to add a button. So maybe we can call it call to action. We can link anything to this button. We can open the tab, the new window, or in the new tab. And same the admin label. If we go in design, we have the alignment. We can play around with that. And for the text, we can choose dark or the light mode. And after that, the same things that we have seen for the previous module. And again, in the advanced, we have same thing. And again, once we are done, just need to click on this green check here and it will be saved. Now on the right hand side, let's go ahead and add an image. So we can search for image. And here is the image module. Let's click on that. And we can upload any image like this. So now we have an image at the background. So this is the image here. And now we can link this image to any URL, or maybe we can open this in a lightbox. You can add a background image. Again, if you go in design, we have some overlay, and below this we have alignment. So we can change the alignment from here. Right now it's showing full width in the current column. And if we go in sizing, we can reduce or increase the size like this. And we can force full width so that it will always be in a full width. We have spacing like margin and padding like normal. And then we have border that we have already covered. And pretty much all the same thing that we see in previous modules. Again, we click on this right icon here to save this. And now below this, to add a new row, we can use this plus icon here. And this time maybe we can change this to a single column layout. And maybe we can add an accordion here. So these are the two default tabs added in the accordion. You can click on this. So here we can add the title. So let's say we enter number 1 and number 1 for content. Let's save this and save it again. And now we have an accordion added here. And let's say we want to add a new module below this. So there are various other things that you can add here. So let's say you want to add a divider. So let's do that. And again, we can change the settings here. If we go in design, we can choose the line style. So here we have the different style for the line. We have the sizing, so you can make the width. So you can increase the weight of this line. And let's save this. And now if you want to add this module above this accordion, so all we have to do is just mouse over on this. And here we will see this move icon. Let's drop it above this accordion like this. So now our line is above our accordion. So that's how easy it is to drag and drop all the elements. If you want to move this to in this row, you can do that as well. Just drag it all the way where you want to drop this, something like that. So now our line is in the previous row. So we can go ahead and add any other module and design our page. So there is a long list of modules that you can play around with and create your own custom page. And once you are done with your layout, all you have to do is just click on this 3 dot here, and let me just move the camera a little bit up, and now you see the save icon. If we click on save, our page design is saved. And once that is done, we can now exit our visual builder. So if we click here, this is going to exit us from the editor of Divi, and now we are watching this page in the real time. So here we have our accordion, something like this, and we have the call to action button, our text, our image. So we're definitely going to use all these modules again. So this is just to give you an overview how exactly the structure of Divi editor works and how you can use these modules to create your own page. So this is how the basic modules of Divi work to create your final page. If you want to learn more about Divi, then make sure you watch our complete playlist. The link is in the I button above and the video description below. If you like this video, then make sure you hit the like button, and to watch more videos like this, subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so that you can get notified whenever we upload our next video. And if you need any expert help regarding your website, you can connect with us using the link given in the video description below. So that's it for this one, and I'll see you in the next video.